The entire beef tallow versus seed oil debate is actually really weird and insane. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. But just a quick reminder, please click like down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Please remember to follow me or subscribe if you aren't already. And please leave me a comment down below. This is one of those that's always turned into a heated debate. And the ironic thing is, I'm someone who actually is really for things like the Blaha movement. Like, I really think we do need to get rid of, a lot of these refined foods, all this garbage, refined sugars, promote, whole foods, meat, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, things like that in our diets, been back in our schools. Like, I'm in complete support of these things. So let me be clear on that. But what's interesting, because I do look heavily at the science, and I am friends with a lot of researchers, dietitians, and things, and I follow this stuff closely. What people in these fringe movements that push stuff like the beef tallow don't understand is that researchers in the fields, like, they don't understand at all where these crazy conclusions come from. Like, they're dumbfounded by it. They're like, "What? This is just insane." Like there's literally no data behind this idea, and what it is what's crazy is that they get on this extremely anti-seed oil kick, and I think here's the thing. Most nutrition researchers and registered dietitians and medical doctors in the fields of cardiology and diabetes experts and everyone are usually like, yeah, fried foods are pretty bad. And that should be the end of the discussion. It's kind of like, yeah, you really shouldn't be frying foods. It's not a good idea. You're going to get fat. You're going to get fat and sick if you eat a bunch of fried foods. Like, this is not even in question. But it's these strange, crazy claims that, well, beef tallow is better. This is not supported by any data. Like, this is just make-believe. It is literally make-believe or based upon strange philosophies. Well, because these seed oils come from this or that, and this beef tallow has been used by this generation. It's like, that's not evidence that it's healthy. Okay? It's really weird. It's like, so frying foods is bad. So you're convinced frying foods and this stuff over here is bad, which, okay, yeah, you're not going to get a disagreement. But you're going to fry it in something that's probably worse. Like, objectively speaking, just looking at the inflammation and blood markers and everything. So you're going to fry it in something that is most likely, based upon the available data, worse. And see this as a solution. And it's like, if we were to step back and take the non-insane approach, you know what it would be saying? Yeah, don't eat French fries, you fat fuck. Like, that would be common sense. Like, I mean, I hate to put it bluntly like that, but wouldn't that be the appropriate answer? Maybe you shouldn't stand around eating French fries. Maybe you shouldn't be deep frying your food if you don't want to be fat and sick. This is not complicated. But instead, they go on these long diatribes about seed oil, and it's like, and they make all these claims, but it's not really supported. Not saying there's not some truth, but it's not supported. Like, well, it'll cause all this oxidative stress in the body because it gets oxidized. And yeah, we're aware of that. It does go rancid. It does get oxidized. You know what? And that makes it empty garbage nutrition, right? It makes it empty fat calories. Yeah, no one's disagreeing with that. But to argue that it's poison or has that the liver has to filter a toxin, like it's, well, no, it's technically not. I mean, fructose, for refined sugar, is technically a poison. Alcohol is definitely a poison. Right? Unquestionably, alcohol is. Fructose in large amounts reaching the liver, so like your table sugar, high fructose corn syrup, honey. Yeah, that's actually slightly toxic. But these PUFAs? No, not really. Doesn't appear to be. What causes all this oxidative stress? No, that's not been fully supported. That is a source of enormous controversy. And no, the data doesn't always show that. Some of the data shows the opposite. As far as inflammation, no, the data doesn't show inflammation really either. Technically, the beef tallow is going to cause more inflammation. Now, that being said, when you say that, these people go crazy. They're like, you're supporting it. No, I just told you not to eat fried foods. Like, are you stupid? Okay, let's come back over to the point. Deep frying your foods is going to make you fat and sick. Okay, we've already established this. What you don't need to do is add magical properties to the stuff you're frying it in that are delusional make-believe in your mind that were, in some cases, certain hypotheses that were proposed that didn't really pan out, as far as things like the conversion of linoleic acid into arachidonic acid by humans. Actually, turns out it doesn't really happen. It's mostly rat studies. That it's going to cause inflammation. No, it's actually, in some cases, can slightly lower it or stay neutral. So again, you're making false claims. And this is not a defense of seed oils, because they're going to make you fat. And being fat will increase your inflammation. Okay, right? Being fat will increase your inflammation. Sure. So why don't you just not fry your foods? Like, this, again, is not difficult. I really like potatoes. Well, maybe you don't need to eat them as French fries. Have you tried baking them? Have you tried boiling them? You tried mashing them, putting them in a stew? Sorry. This is not difficult. Well, I really like chicken. Well, have you tried grilling it? Have you tried baking it? Have you tried something besides battering it and frying it? I love some chicken fried steak. I love steak. Well, you don't have to chicken fry it. You can grill a steak. You can bake a steak too. You can grill a steak right there in your skillet without frying it. This is not complicated, people. And that's the crazy part. They make up this other stuff. You don't need to make up all this crazy. It's not reality. It's not based on evidence. It is delusion. And so then they're like, oh, these researchers who are saying this, they're trying to make us eat it. No, they're not trying to make you eat it. The researchers and doctors are telling you to stop frying your foods, you stupid fat fuck. So instead, you say, oh, when they say it doesn't cause inflammation, they're trying to tell you to eat it. No, they're telling you to quit frying your foods. And they're saying replacing it with beef tallow because you believe it is less processed and less harmful is stupid and ignorant. Stop frying your foods. Like, again, if even having to explain, like, if at this point a person doesn't get this, they're probably mentally handicapped. It's not that difficult. Stop frying your foods. Okay. And yes, objectively, just because you see all these problems with the seed oil, or you think they're there, or even if some of them are true, push come to shove, the beef tallow is still worse. And it doesn't matter that it's not oxidizing, it stays stable. It's irrelevant. It's still going to cause atherosclerosis. It's still going to cause cardiovascular disease. It's still going to raise your A1C and inflammatory markers. And just like the seed oil, it's empty fat calories being added to your foods. It is going to make you fat. Okay? This is an argument for idiots. Just stop.